Talk about professionalism, huh, Uncle Chris?
Very. I love it.
Very much so. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Last Samurai podcast, the only podcast on the internet sponsored by Yo Mama where no bras are needed. Sitting across from me today is the wise and the wonderful Uncle Christopher Diaz.
I like that.
What's up, Uncle Chris? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
You know, so we met a while ago back when you're doing construction. You're about 10 shades darker. And
you remember that?
yeah.
Yeah.
And Uncle, he was actually, it was because of him and his PlayStation what got me hooked onto Grand Theft Auto. So thank you for that.
You're
and
very welcome.
opening my eyes to the wonderful world of theft and breaking the rules.
Yeah, and
I really
having fun
appreciate
doing
that.
it.
And having a blast doing it. So, but last time we met, after 10 or 15 years later, I found out that you're actually a professional chef. And
me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Who, me? No, me. You're a professional chef, and you actually do some stuff in front of the camera.
I try.
You do?
I try.
Well, let the people
I love
know.
cameras.
Let the people know a little bit about yourself and the things that you do.
So many things.
So many
things I can't say. No. Yeah, I was professional chef. So I don't really consider it no more because I'm not in a kitchen setting. So, I'm not getting paid per se. Little side jobs here and there for fun, but it's not an everyday routine.
Once a pro, always a pro, though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I can still throw down. I can run circles around the 20-somethings.
I've had some of your cooking, and it is amazing. Now, I would definitely consider that professional chef.
Oh, well,
quality
thank you.
Food.
Thank you. I appreciate
What was that, pot roast maybe the last time I went? No, not the last time. The first time I went over there.
The first time was...
it wasn't pot roast.
We just did some ribeyes.
Yeah.
Real simple.
It was fire, though.
It was
fire.
good. I
thought I was at, what's it called? Texas Steakhouse for a second.
Nice.
How thick that meat was literally about as thick as this damn microphone.
Hey, Costco. That's where it's at.
Costco.
Get the good quality. You get choice, primo, prime,
and you
whatever
get a
you
lot
want.
for cheap, too.
Yeah. Good deals.
So when did you start this whole chefing thing? And how old were you? What got you into it? What made you love being behind the knife?
So, I think I've always been drawn to food, especially with, our families and then my mom's side going for summer vacations down. My grandparents ran a ranch. So a lot of the meals, not even a lot, like majority of the meals were home cooked. Grandma was in the kitchen. Sometimes uncles would go hunt. They'd bring it back, process it. We'd be cooking it within an hour.
Yeah.
It was awesome. So
Absolutely.
I was always kind of drawn to food. But what got me started, interestingly enough, I was about a week away from going to MEPS for the military.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. I was running. I was like 2%. All I needed was 2% more for body fat. I was good to go. I was healthy. I think I was 19 at the time, 18, 19. And Auntie Kim had found out, and she's like super anti-military.
Is she really?
Yeah. If I'm wrong about that and you're listening to this, sorry, but that's what I understood. So anyways, no, she just basically said, hey, look, she owned a restaurant at the time in Reno, Nevada.
She's all about the civilian sector.
Yeah, all the civilians. And she said, why don't you just come here. My sushi guys make great money. I'll get you started. Just think about it. Don't join the military right away. Because for me, that was my ticket out of Abilene. Such a small town. I was ready to go. And I thought about it, and 3 days later, I was gone.
Wow.
So I drove that way, moved in, started working, and immediately fell in love. So I think I was one of those very few fortunate people that found something that they felt like they were good at and then just loved. It wasn't work to me. The passion behind it grew stronger and stronger to where it was a little bit too much.
Wow.
And from there, I just kind of grew. So I started off in sushi, started doing hotline. I started working for the Pepper Mill, this casino in Reno.
Okay.
That's when I started my apprenticeship, when I got super serious about it.
Oh, gotcha.
I would be working sushi in the front. I worked in an open kitchen. So sushi bar in the front, and right behind us was the hotline. It was a seafood restaurant. And,
that was the Pepper Mill, you said?
Yeah, the Pepper Mill Casino Resort.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, super big, beautiful place.
What's not big in Nevada? And at least in Las Vegas.
That's
though.
true. That's true. But then Reno's like, the biggest little city in
Nevada.
Little Vegas.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it was good. From there I just kind of grew, did an apprenticeship, traveled the U.S. quite extensively.
Wow.
And then got tons of experience, different cuisines, knife skills, and then it became an obsession. I was literally whatever I could do to learn. I was reading, I was watching TVs. I would go to wine bars and taste 15 different wines just to see what it was like. And then it would be like, okay, I really like this wine. Where's it from? Do you know the owner? Can I get there? Do this. It was very obsessive. And,
see, this is the pre-YouTube era as well. So
yes,
this is before you can just go in and click,
yes.
and find. You have to do it all by yourself on
all
your own.
by myself. I was at the libraries for hours.
Wow.
I would sit at the I ran a restaurant called Modesto in Asheville, North Carolina. Shout out to Asheville. Great city.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been. I've been to South, not North.
No, South Carolina's great too.
I'm sure they're pretty. It should be pretty similar.
It's very similar. Very similar. Where Asheville's like in its whole own realm. It's very hippie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but
it's like the Austin
it.
of Texas?
It's the Austin. Yes. It's just like the Austin of Texas.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I would, it was kind of downtownish and the library was 2 blocks away. So I would go park my car and I would go to the library before work. And I would spend hours researching, writing down stuff. I had notebooks forever. I always carried a notebook with me.
Damn.
And this was still in my towards the end of my apprenticeship.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. And then I just kept going. Went back home to Texas. There I met my now wife, Trisha.
Auntie Trish. Shout out Auntie Trish. What's up?
My queen. Love you. Who's watching the kids right now for me because I'm here.
Doing the Last Samurai podcast.
And yeah.
You met her where? What was that?
I met her in Abilene. Back
Abilene?
home. Yeah, I went back home. Mom missed me.
Mm-hmm.
I was homesick a little bit.
As she should.
Yeah.
Of course. You're a baby.
I was a baby, yeah. I was still young, my 20s, late 20s. But
and you left, you said you left like at 19. So that's like.
Yeah, I left early.
For our culture and that's super early.
Yeah.
Most of us don't leave until we're 30 or something.
Right.
And that's just the honest facts, man. One of my uncles, he stayed with his mom or with my grandma up until Uncle June. Stayed with until like I think late 20s until he got married and then finally got his own place, his own house. Yeah. So that's really, really early for us.
Yeah, it was like an animal.
Mm. It's like a bird about to take flight.
Yeah. Go away, you're done. But it was me. I had the itch, I wanted to see other places.
Yeah,
Abilene was so sheltered.
Well, that was a close one.
That was fun.
That was fun. So what had happened was my camera decided to stop recording, saying that the memory card was full, and we had to go learn from an 8-year-old how to fix it on YouTube. So we're back, and we're back with my chef uncle, who says he doesn't feel like a professional chef, but you're a professional chef, man. You still cook quality food. Okay, so take me from your journey. You met Aunt Trisha. You came back from North Carolina, met Aunt Trisha in Abilene, and where were you there?
Where was I? Oh, met Trisha.
Mm-hmm.
I was working for ACU at the time, Abilene Christian University.
Okay. I
was their catering chef.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
So it was fun. Good experience. I couldn't stand the caterings. The hours were ridiculous, especially opening week for the university.
Oh.
We'd go in at 4 a.m, go home at 12, 1 o'clock the next morning.
You're feeding 12,000 kids probably or something
felt
like
it, yeah. We would do 3 meals for them, 3 days in a row. Mm-hmm. And I think the first year I did it was like 1,400 kids.
Wow.
Yeah, so you're doing breakfast, lunch, and then a dinner 3 days in a row.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. And it's like myself, maybe 2 helpers, and then like the dessert crew, they do their own thing.
3 guys in charge of feeding all these kids.
In charge of feeding all these kids.
Oh my gosh.
We would have ladies though that would do just salad for us,
and
then we had a whole separate department that would do the dessert.
Okay.
So we didn't have to worry about those portions, but the main entrees and the sides, it was just 3 of us. So you imagine hotel pans, if nobody knows, it's the big pans you see like at buffets.
Mm-hmm.
And the real deep ones, we're doing 10, 12 of those just rice.
Oh my
We're doing, we got cases of chicken, and we're grilling chicken for 2-3 hours sometimes just for the lunch. It's like, it was insane. So
it takes me 2-3 hours just to grill a bucket of chicken. Just to grill. I'm so bad. I'm so bad behind behind the grill, behind any kitchen whatsoever.
No,
You can
that's
talk
not
to
true.
My wife about this.
That's not true because last time I came, you guys cooked. It was good.
No, when you say you guys, my wife cooked,
Oh.
and I watched.
I kind of believe that. It was just Rose doing the
It
job.
was her. I think her friend Alex helped. But yeah, she's actually.
Yeah, Alex was here.
Yeah. Okay. So he helped cook for sure.
Yeah.
That was when Uncle Jun and everybody was here, right?
Yeah.
That was Yeah, he helped cook, and actually, Rose and Alex are actually looking to open their own restaurant.
I saw that on the first podcast.
Yes. LSP number 1. She's looking to open one. It's called don't tell me. Sizzling Plate Cafe. Is it Sizzling Plate? Sizzling Platter. Something with sizzling. I know this shit's gonna be sizzling.
I only remembered the cafe part. So
yeah, but yeah, she's looking to open one, so she can definitely get some advice from you on what it takes to feed hundreds and thousands of people. You know what it takes what material you need behind, what kind of what's it called, professional grills you need, professional ovens and stuff that you're gonna need.
Yeah.
What you would recommend.
Yeah, definitely.
So to the kids out there that they're like 14, 15 years old and they're hosting their own YouTube right now and they're trying to be like YouTube chefs, what kind of advice would you give to them as the ones on the come up?
I think for that scenario is a little bit different. So my advice for that would be just keep going. Don't listen to anybody because you're gonna get a lot of hate, especially from YouTubes.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and you're gonna get the chef who's been through the training. You're gonna get the older chef who's very old school, who's just like, there's only one way to do things. There's only one way to make souffle. There's only one way to do this. When in reality, there's not. There's so many different innovative ways to do things nowadays, and the culinary world has changed so much. For those young kids who are like trying to come up and they're doing their thing, just keep pushing, keep going, and keep learning, and keep fucking up. Well, I don't want to say that to a kid. Keep messing up.
Keep messing up, kids.
Because mistakes create masterpieces.
Oh yes.
So you learn from those mistakes and then just keep going.
Absolutely.
So I don't think you get anything perfect without a little margin of error here and there before you got it. So
I mean, clearly with the things with what I'm doing right now. So he comes in here. First thing that goes wrong is my damn audio software. That doesn't want to work with us. So I'm like, give me a second, man. I promise you, it's gonna be done. Audio software done. All right, now we got to do the video. Video says we can only record 8 damn minutes.
Yeah, I was getting ready to call my agent. Like, whoa, what's going on?
What is going on? This guy's so unprofessional. I told everybody that before they come in, though. I'm like, do not be expecting any Hollywood shit. I'm gonna be wearing my gym clothes when we're doing this, But thank you very much for being patient with me and for actually coming out here.
On, bro.
This guy actually drove an hour out.
Yeah,
all the way from
Crossroads, technically.
Crossroads,
Texas.
Crossroads, Texas. Yeah, is that south of Louisville?
North of Louisville. Yeah.
And I'm down here in Fort Worth. It's that drives a bitch because I've done it twice. Yes. It sucks ass.
It does. I forgot how much it sucked. I was like, I should have packed a lunch. And
that's what I'm saying. And then I was actually planning on calling you on the road, just kind of like a pre podcast, see what we want to talk about, so we can have this a little bit smoother. And then I went outside and I was like, he's probably on his GPS, and this is not the weather to be talking to anybody. Bad, yeah. The weather was bad today. It was raining, slippery, cold as shit. But besides that, when we met again over at my grandma and grandpa's house, you were actually in the hip hop industry as well.
At one point, yeah.
That is pretty dope.
This is an ancient secret that nobody knows.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about that.
That was fun, man. Those were good old days.
I bet.
So, rewind to 13 years old, 12, 13. Middle school, PE. We're playing soccer. I go to headbutt the ball in midair. I get kicked in the face.
Oh, Jesus
Drop.
Christ.
Pow! I get up. Motherfucker, I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I see this lanky white kid. And he's like, oh, my bad. And I'm like, no, fuck you. So he's like, oh, fuck you. Right? So we hate each other for about 5 seconds. Ends up being my best friend of all time.
Really?
Yeah. Lance.
Shout out Lance.
Little Buddha.
And
then we become real close. We immediately have the interest in hip hop. And, at the time, Tupac is hot. A few years later, though. But, Beastie Boys, Wu-Tang, we were listening to all of it. We loved it. That's all we would do. We were obsessed. And then mutually we had a friend named by the name of BJ. Shout out Poetic Thug and Abilene.
Poetic Thug was good.
Was good, man. PT Davila now. He switched it up a little bit, but
okay.
He started making beats. And back then we didn't have all this beautiful technology. We had karaoke machines, tape decks.
Yeah.
Bro, push the 2 buttons.
OG.
Yeah, OG, man. You had to like have your stuff dialed. You had to practice because you mess up, you got to rewind. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we link up with him, and from there we just kind of blossomed, and then slowly more people would come in, and we kind of had like a group. Marcus, who's better known as Big Chief, Pablo Picasso now, his name is Paul. Okay. You know, and then we formed off of BJ's his label, Poetic Records, and then we were just making hits in our eyes. Yeah, you know, we were the local legends in our eyes. And,
what's it called? What is it called? Abilene, Leantown, Texas.
Leantown. Funny fact, anyone listening, this crew I speak of, myself, PT, Buddha, Pablo, Chief, a few other guys, we invented that term.
Leantown.
That is our term. We coined the phrase.
That's
actually
dope.
Buddha's the one who did it. Because, you know, back then there was a lot of things going on that we don't need to speak of, but Leantown, and so he coined it, and it blew up.
That's
everybody
crazy.
was saying it, kind of like when Lil Wayne did the bling bling.
Mm-hmm. Damn, it's like that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And it was like, I mean, now you go to Abilene, it's everywhere. Leantown, shirts, hats, everyone says it. It's just a thing.
Man, y'all should have trademarked that shit.
That's what I said, man. I wouldn't be driving a truck all the way down here. But yeah, and then it popped off. You know, PT released his first album with his cousin. It was a dual album, and it just blew up locally. It blew up hard. Wow. Their song, What Time Is It? It's time to shine. What you came to do, boy? I came to shine. Oh, hold man, up. It blew up.
Now I need to hear this. You guys are not gonna be able to hear this, but we're gonna be able to hear it.
Yeah, and it was all thanks to a radio station, Star 106.3. Shout out to Ben.
I heard
Mr. Lopez.
I heard they're trying to get me and little Jesse's song on the radio station.
Are they doing it?
That's what
Jesse?
Yeah, that's what Jesse was telling me.
Why didn't he tell me?
It was a Jesse or Angel was telling me that. One of the other.
Nice.
But I was like, word?
Nice.
That's dope. What was that song you said that blew up? What's it called?
What time is it? Time to Shine.
Is it Time to Shine?
Look up Severe Weather was the album.
Time to Shine. Severe Weather. I'm really interested.
It's on Spotify. All the albums are on Spotify.
Time to Shine, Severe Weather.
Let's see. I don't think where are you at? YouTube's?
Yeah. What do you put on YouTube?
SoundCloud.
No. All I'm getting is a bunch of weather stuff here.
That's hilarious.
Did I spell severe wrong? I might have spelled severe wrong.
No, probably not.
What's his name? He said it was
you can look up Poetic Thug. That's what it was on the album back then, yeah.
Poetic Thug. I want to hear this shit. This shit's gonna be fire. And you showed me some of his stuff before too, and I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it's fire, bro. Fire.
Yeah, I cannot find it. But anyways, so you hooked up with them, and you guys would you guys start touring or what?
In a sense, yes.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't necessarily touring like the States and in a bus and all that, but
you had shows.
We had shows,
okay.
and back then we had a lot of them. You know, we were doing clubs and car shows. You know, any venue we could get our hands on, we tried.
So so this is the stage that I'm at now. How do you do that? How do you get those shows? Like, who do you speak to? What was y'all's plan of action?
There's only two ways: people you know, or money.
Got you.
Bribe them.
Got you.
Even if it's not money, bribe them with some chicken wings or a case of beer.
Yeah.
A lot of it was BJ and I just straight up going and asking people, or DJs. They got a real good relationship with the DJ in Abilene. DJ, oh my gosh, you're gonna kill me, Real. DJ Real.
Okay, there you go.
Man, I don't know if he's still doing beats, but his beats were hard.
Yeah.
Hard.
He get on one of his beats.
He was insane with it back then. But And he had a lot of connections through the clubs and all that. So we would just go through him, or we would just straight up ask, get to the club owner. Like, hey, can we perform here Friday night? I'll take the door, you take bar or whatever. Or don't even pay us. Just let us perform. Just let us get up on stage.
See, that's all I care about. I just want to perform. I don't even care about the money right now.
Yeah.
I just want to see how it feels like on the stage.
Oh, man. It's unreal.
I can only imagine.
It's been a long time for me. Long time, but...
Especially with them vibing to your music, vibing to your art, that's...
Yeah.
That's just ungodly, if you ask me. I would want to... I felt a hint of that because I did a little bit of a performance out in the Dallas... What's the one everyone wears green?
Greenville?
What? No,
Greenville?
No. What the hell is that called? It's St. Patrick's Day.
Oh,
okay. So
holiday. I'm thinking like a neighborhood or something.
No, so St. Patrick's Day parade out in Dallas. One of my homies out there, he was DJing for this little booth, and I was like, "Hey, bro, I like your music. Come on out. I'll give you the mic for like 2 or 3 minutes." And so I made a whole event out of it, man. I told all my friends about it. I said, "Come on out. It's gonna be dope." And one of my homies came through all the way from Killeen, Texas.
Oh, wow.
He drove up because he was actually a part of the song.
Yeah.
So I was like, dude, this is going to be our first performance. We got to do it. Bro, tell me why. We show up. There's a tent on a curb. And then we had just the street. We're legit on the street. People walking back and forth. And we were just like, it was just my job to get their attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was so cool to like, I had my eyes closed for a good bit of the time. I'm not gonna lie, at least at the start. And then there's a moment in time when people actually stood there just to watch. And there's this one real fine Asian chick that started twerking on me while I was doing it, and I was like, "This is all I ever wanted. This is all I ever." I was like, "Oh, this is amazing. I want to do this more often." But that was my first and last show, man. I think I performed two songs at that one area, and then we went to another area in the parade, and at that point we were already just all gone beyond belief, man. We were all wasted, and I was over there. I was holding up to a light pole. It was like, it was we were having a good time, bro. It was terrible, but we had a great time.
Nah, it's all good times.
I want to feel that feeling again, like actually on the stage and when people vibe to my shit, where they're there for that reason. Yeah. Because you're there.
Absolutely.
And so that's how you guys did it. You just went up, asked, you just talked to DJs and
that's pretty much how we did it. Yeah, just networking, straight up networking, which BJ was a master at and still is. He networks like crazy.
You still keep in touch with him today?
Every day. No, I wouldn't say every day is over exaggerated, but yeah, once a week we chatted up. We still talk business and
oh man, that's
we still talk music. Like he's working on a project right now that's insane that I'm not allowed to speak on yet.
Oh
so
man,
it's insane. I cannot wait. So I do what I can to help him out still, but yeah.
Well, definitely let me know about that. Let me know about that project for sure, because I want to hear it when it drops and stuff too.
Oh, I definitely will, man. It's gonna be fire, and it's probably gonna be his last one.
Really?
Yeah. He hasn't decided yet, but I think.
Nah, don't be pulling this Jay-Z shit on me. I was gonna be the only one I'm gonna do, so you might as well come and check it out.
I'm gonna be the best rapper retired. But so we still keep in touch, man.
That's what's up. Yeah. That's what me and my cousin do up north. He's up in Washington, and the first rhyme I ever heard of him, he was on that one song, Mahita, by I censored that there. I don't know if you noticed, by YG. Uh-huh. And he just played the beat, and he said something like no 6-pack, but I got 1 brick. And I was like, Jared, what the fuck? This is a 14-year-old. You don't know what the hell a brick is, fool.
This is the same kid I know.
And so ever since I saw him, I was just like, dude, if this kid can do it, he got the bravado, the stamina, the drive for it. I was like, I've been doing this shit for a minute. I should be able to do it. So he was actually my motivation, to actually do this stuff. And me and him, we literally talk at least, like you said, once or twice a week, just shoot the shit, what's new, what's coming up, what's new in our own lives, personally, not even just professionally, just like what's up, But so shout out to I'm JRed 670 up there in the beautiful state of Washington, Washington State. We actually got a few songs. I don't know if you heard them. There was Right Road. It's his song featuring me. I'm actually called Hazzy on there. My name's funny.
I don't think I heard it.
Yeah, it's Right Road, and then we also got another one called Smoking and Sipping.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll play. I'll show you that song here in a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So we just have a good time doing the damn thing, and I don't know if it's just the way that I'm approaching this whole industry, or if it's the way that I'm, the type of music that I'm making. But there's no love in Texas, bro. There's like absolutely no love. And it's cool with me, I'm getting a bunch of love up north, up there with him, putting my stuff on putting my recordings on his stuff, and some of my just solo records out there. But out here, I probably get like -2 listens or some shit.
No, I think yeah, Texas is a very hard market for that.
Oh, for
hip hop, as far as mainstream hip hop, and Texans, we're very stubborn people.
Oh, for sure.
We like what we like, and that's what it is.
That's it. It's barbecue or nothing.
So if you're like Houston-based rappers, man, back when we were younger, a lot of them sound exactly the same.
Yeah,
a lot of them did. You had your standouts like Slim Thug, Swisher House, that whole crew, and
Pimp C.
Yeah, Pimp C. Like, come on, legends.
Yeah,
and then you got the Dallas sector here. That's a very different sound from Houston.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so I think it is a lot harder to get into the market.
And I sound like none of them.
No,
I don't sound like
you have that
any of them whatsoever.
Very different sound, but your sound's great.
I appreciate
and your
that. Really
your delivery, everything is great about it. I just think maybe a broader spectrum for you would be better, like to start with, because once you get mainstream, Texas will listen to you.
Yeah.
But starting off, you catch a lot of hate in the state. Yeah, we caught a lot of that back in the day.
It is what it is. I respect the game. I'm still here. I'm still coming. But shit. But enough about me. What the hell are we doing talking about me? This is your damn podcast.
Hey, no.
Okay.
This is chatting it up.
Exactly. I try to tell people that too. I'm like, there's no stress behind this, man. All we're doing is sitting down, shooting the shit, hanging out. Like this is how I hang out with friends now.
Yeah.
This is like I have no other time for anything else. I'm either at the gym or I'm at work, or if you want to chit chat and sit down with me, bro, let's put a camera in front of us and talk in front of mics real quick, and we can really shoot the shit,
Yeah.
Actually, I got beers. Do you want a beer? No. You don't.
No,
you don't?
No, I can't. No.
Oh, you don't drink, do you? You do?
I do, but it's very rarely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, my Sober October is done, so I can now offer people
nice.
beers now.
Oh, yeah, that's right, November.
That was rough. Now it's Relapse November, and like I don't even want drinks no more. Like it's not even a thing,
Yeah.
But so besides, you were a chef for a while. You're in that industry, in the culinary industry. You're in the hip hop industry for a good minute, making a way for yourselves actually in the hip hop industry, which is really, really cool to hear.
Yeah, it was
but
fun.
You also were behind the camera for a minute, not behind, in front of the camera.
What do you mean?
On what is that called? Oh, well, you told me it was Queen of the South.
Yeah, shout out Queen of the South, the whole crew, the show, man. Oh, lovely.
Queen of the South.
That was
if you have a Netflix, you know what we're talking about.
I would hope they do. I would hope so. The show's still kicking. So, yeah, it's doing great.
So how did you start off with that? What was the initial jump?
Again, back to BJ.
Back to BJ.
My boy PT. What's up, PT? Shout out. Yeah, it was always, we would spend hours in his studio as younger kids, and then even after I left and kind of lived my life after that, we still kept in touch. But it was always kind of chasing dreams,
right?
Talking about it, and then doing and trying to get things done. And one day he called me up, and he's like, "Hey, I got casted to be on Queen of the South." At first, I was like, Queen of the South. Now, I've heard of it, but I don't really know it. And he's like, yeah, check it out. It's on USA. So I'm like, all right. So I start watching. I'm like, man, this show is dope. This show is fire. And he's like, the casting director person was like, we need more people. Do you got any friends? And he's like, so I thought of you. Yeah. So I thought of you. I said, well, where's it filmed? He's like, in Dallas. I'm like, word, I live here.
Perfect.
Let's do this. So I send in a picture. The guy's like, yeah, and then it's background work, but anyone can do it. It's not like we have agents or any of that stuff. It's not hardcore acting. It's super simple stuff. But we just had the fortunate and blessing to be a lot of camera time on these episodes that we're featured in. So
Dude, that's so sick.
So a lot of people, they see me and like I got, calls from friends that I haven't spoken to in a while, like friends in Vegas.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, did I just see you on Queen of the South? And I'm like, as a matter of fact, you did, bro.
That's so sick.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, I ended up doing 2 different seasons.
Okay.
I had, I think, 3 episodes in the second season and 2 episodes in the third season.
Okay, nice.
And then that was fun.
Have you pursued any other like roles and stuff in other shows? Have you like gone out for what's it called, auditions and stuff like that after, or was this like a one and done type deal?
I wouldn't say it was one and done because I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, like
extremely enjoyed what we did, and it was a different setting from us being in front of a camera like this trying to make short films where it's your homeboy behind it directing you
exactly
and shooting music videos. So it wasn't a one and done thing, but I haven't tried other than I put my name in for what were they filming out here, some murder show on the ID network. I forget what it's called. Oh, Murder Made Me Famous.
Oh, okay.
They shot the last season here in Dallas, and I put my name in the hat for a few ones. I didn't get a call back on it though, so they're very specific.
Dude,
and Queen of the South is like Latin based, and I look like I'm straight out of there. So,
so it fits the part.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely, you want to talk about a hard industry to get into. That whole Hollywood industry, that's crazy, man.
It's crazy.
I cannot imagine.
Yeah. And directors are the biggest assholes you'll ever meet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're super cool, but when it's down to business, oh, bro. They don't play. They don't play.
Shoot, it's their, I don't know if it's their money, but there's money involved in this, hundreds of thousands of dollars, sometimes millions of dollars into it. Yeah. But you don't want to be wasting none of their time.
You don't want to be wasting no time, yeah. My first episode, it was a shooting scene.
Okay.
And that's all I was thinking about. They're shooting on red cameras for fuck's sakes, and they got these cranes everywhere, and there's like 16 different cameras and hidden cameras, and you're filming the same shot you see for 2 minutes in the show. It took 15 hours to shoot. It's insane.
Jesus.
And all the money they spend on it, not to mention the food and the snacks, and it's just it's just fucking awesome experience.
So what was like your daily routine working on set? What was it like?
Because set was in deep Dallas, I had to wake up. Usually we would get there at 8 or 9, so I would have to wake up super fucking early. It's still dark out. Drive all the way down here from home, and then you go immediately. You check in. They give you a pink slip.
Okay.
All right, and it's basically your name, the character you're playing, or just background, or whatever it says. And then if you need wardrobe, you go to wardrobe, get all that done. If there's any makeup involved, you go do that. And
you got makeup put on you, bro?
Yeah, a few times.
Nice.
That shit. Let me tell you something right now. when you're involved in something like this, and for us, we're just background actors again.
Yeah.
We're not considered cast, but they don't consider you extras either because they still value you, which is what I loved about Queen of the South. They valued everybody on that set. Super badass crew.
Nice.
And anyhow, when they're like, okay, the scene that you're going to be in requires makeup, man. You sit in that chair, you feel like a fucking star.
I bet.
Lights all around.
Lights, yeah.
Makeup girl, like, okay, let's see. Well, it says you're gonna die, so we're gonna put some blood right here. And I'm like, okay, cool. So yeah, it's awesome, man. But and then you literally wait around with your extra guys or girls, and sometimes you can wait hours. Sometimes you'll wait minutes. It just depends.
Really?
Yeah. We sat at a table. I think the last season we shot, it was like 4 or 5 of us. We were playing like, bodyguards. Yeah. And we sat at that table for a good hour and a half, just chatting it up, having a fucking good old time.
Jeez.
And then you just wait for your PA to come get you. And shout out Chris, if you're listening, if you remember me. That dude was so cool.
So you just got to stay on your toes at all times so they can call you whenever.
They call you whenever, yeah. We need you. We need you.
No, were you involved in any lines? Did you have to memorize any lines? No, you didn't?
I had no speaking whatsoever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
So it's literally they'll stand you somewhere. Like you have an AD, and he'll go, okay, I want you, and I want you, follow me. And then he'll place you. You're going to be here. This is what I need you to do. You're going to be here is what I need you to do. And And it's as simple as, okay, you're bodyguard, but you're high on drugs because the drug lord this and that, right? So you got to just act the part, and he'll come and tell you, and they'll shoot whatever scene it is until the directors feel like they're good. Mm-hmm. So you could be there for fucking 8 hours shooting the same thing, standing in place for 8 hours, dude. And
that's crazy.
They'll tell you, okay, be more mean, or open your eyes more, squint your eyes. They tell you exactly what to do. They're so spot on
real
what they want
on everything.
Yeah, and as long as you're doing your job, it's easy.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, there's one time we were there. Fucking, we got there like 8 in the morning. I was up since like 5.
Jesus.
And you get breakfast. They feed you the meals.
Oh, nice.
But we're shooting the same scene. We're bodyguarding, and we're carrying real AKs.
Oh no shit.
They're heavy as shit, right? And I got a strap here, and I'm dead fucking tired. And I was swaying back and forth, and I was trying to keep my eyes open. And the AD comes to me. He's like, "Hey, stop swaying." He's like, "I need you to stay still. You're
Get
a
your
zombie."
shit together.
He's like, "Yes, sir." Yes, sir. But it was cool, man. Yeah.
Did you ever get to meet the queen though? Did you get to meet?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely.
How was that? How
Elise
was
is a sweet actress.
Really?
Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
She's also super duper sexy.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Could only imagine.
She's a beautiful personality. She's super sweet, super nice. She's not what I expected, because she plays such a badass,
Yeah.
But again, she's just acting. But
right.
yeah, and she's fucking strong as shit. Let me tell you, that girl, man. My last scene, I played the bodyguard who grabs her. I have to throw her up against a wall, this and that, and it's all acting. But just watching her prepare herself for scenes, it's insane.
What did she do?
So the scene we got into is we're like they're like dancing. They're like at a ballroom, and we're the bodyguards who need to grab her because the guy thinks she traded on him or whatever. Yeah. So we pretend to grab her, and she has to portray emotions of almost scared and worried. Mm-hmm. But to go from a normal stance like you and I talking right now to get into that emotions, right. Most people can't do it. Like even me, like I would have to work on it. But she would sit there before the scenes and just do these breathing exercises and get herself worked up for it. And then she would just snap in place, and it was like, whoa, what the fuck? She's a badass. Yeah,
you got to be a little bit of a psycho to do this.
Oh man, but she's awesome actress.
So there's so much more behind the scenes than just get in front of the camera and lights, camera, action.
So much work goes into these shows.
That's crazy.
So I hope people that watch it really, really just enjoy it. Not so much just for the story, like the writers, and so much goes into work on these things. It's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, I never really thought. I never really appreciated anything but the actual movie. Yeah. And then when DVDs started coming out and you could see the behind the scenes and all this stuff, and I really got into that, and I was like, whoa. They actually blew that car up. They they actually tore that building down. Yes. This is all real shit, and these are real people doing it, and you got to do this 4, 5, 6, 20 times sometimes in a row. Yeah, just to get the right shot. That's definitely an art. That's an art form. That not many people can appreciate, because they don't see insane. It. They don't know.
Yeah, it's insane, dude. You got guys that walk around, all they do is carry gaffer's tape.
What's gaffer's tape?
It's like duct tape, but it doesn't stick. It doesn't leave that sticky residue. Okay. But it's still strong enough to hold what you need in place. Mm-hmm. And they'll have huge rolls of 15 different colors. And that's all they do is gaffer's tape. So they'll find a mark for the actor and the camera, and he'll say mark it, and he'll just tape it right there. That way the actor knows where to stand exactly.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, so you got little things like that to help run this show that probably cost a couple mil just for the episode. Like, it's insane.
That's crazy.
But it's awesome.
Oh my gosh, super unprofessional. I'm sorry about this, babe. I'm doing a podcast right now. I'm doing a podcast right now. Can I call you back later?
No, this
with
is
Uncle
important.
Chris. Oh my. Okay, so this is for insurance. This is highly needed. Even though I talk so much shit to everybody that does this. All right, can you hear me? All right. Maybe I shouldn't say this out loud. Maybe I should not say this out loud. I'm just gonna text it to you, okay, baby? Okay. I know I am. Jesus Christ. You know what my wife's name is on on my phone?
What?
She's gonna hate me for this, but
Oh, busted.
her name is Big Booty Barbie. The reason being, all right, you got it, baby? Okay, bye, I love you. Bye,
Love you.
So one day I come home from work, right? Totally not talking about what we were talking about earlier. Way off topic. But I got home from work one day and it was super late. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, babe, you want to wake up? You want to eat with me? And she just rolls over. I'm a big booty Barbie.
What does that even mean? I love it.
I have no idea. And I was like, wait a minute. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Babe, what'd you say you were? I'm a big booty Barbie. I just started laughing, man.
Like, yeah, you heard it. You heard it right.
And I woke her up the next day. I was like, hey, big booty Barbie, how you doing? She was like, what the hell are you calling me that for?
Oh, that's funny.
She had no recollection whatsoever that she even said that. And to this day, she don't remember it. But she will forever be my big booty Barbie on my phone from now on. I put a picture of like a queen, like a brown queen that she is, and a huge peach on there next to it, just to symbolize the big booty Barbie. But anyway, sorry about that. Let me go ahead and
no worries.
Damn, I'm so not ready for any of this. No network's ever gonna pick me up. Nor do I expect them to, because I want to do this shit on my own anyways.
Yeah, full control.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like if anybody that starts telling me what to do or how to do it, it's gonna not be fun anymore. You know?
No, it won't be.
Exactly.
You lose all the creativity too.
Exactly. Gives up all the creativity. I mean, I'm sure it'll still be like fun in a way where like my bank account will have a lot more fun. But me personally, I don't know. Like I had this one friend who was like, dude, you should go work at a radio station, do this, and that. And I'm like, as cool as that would be, bro, you know, that means I gotta wake up at a certain time when someone tells me I gotta be there. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to set myself up to where I set my own hours. I do my own thing, you know, which is cool. There's times whenever I would have to wake up early. I did an 8 o'clock one time, and that was hard as shit, dude. We're filming this at noon right now. And
yeah,
I was just like, oh damn, I gotta do something today. Shit. Oh my god, but shoot, I'm so happy you came out here. So, what other things that I missed out on for you? Anything you want to bring up? Because we spoke about your time in the hip industry, time in the culinary industry, time in the as an actor, as a background actor on the Queen of the South, which is super dope, and I still need to watch that. Dude, there's so much on my queue right now that I have to watch.
I can imagine you're busy right now. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But what else? What kind of stories you got for me? Some advice just growing up in general? I'm sure you've been through a little more than I
have. Maybe. I don't know. Everyone's got a different story. I think my advice for anybody would be to get a hold of what's important to you now, mm-hmm. and stick with it, because regardless of what it is, whatever the issue is, I don't know if you know this, I'm type 2 diabetic.
Oh,
like everyone in our family.
Yeah, just like everyone. That's so fucked up, but it's so true.
It's true, yeah. And but where are we at? 4 years ago, I went into DKA, diabetic ketosis.
Oh my gosh.
And I was in the freaking ICU for 11 days. And at that time, I had no idea how out of control anything was. But that was the pinnacle moment in my life where I was already struggling with my own inner demons. Am I a good father? Am I being a good husband? Am I working too much? Mm-hmm. You know, and the restaurant at the time I was with, the restaurant group, which is highly successful, I was doing 6 days a week, and I was lucky. A short day for me was 14 hours. 16 if I was like on holidays, you know, Mother's Day and all that. So you'd be lucky if you saw me. I would come home, everyone would be sleeping. I'd sleep, wake up super early, go back before anyone woke up. Mm-hmm. So that was the part of me that was very obsessive with my career at the time. Mm-hmm. Everything was career. Everything was cooking. I wanted to be the best, the perfect. It was absolute fucking perfection or get out of my kitchen.
You had a drive for it. You loved what you were doing too, and you wanted to be the best. And just to put it into perspective, ladies and gentlemen, there's 24 motherfucking hours in a day.
Yeah.
This guy's working 16 of them.
Yeah.
And you still need to sleep. You still need to eat. You still need to do your fatherly, husbandly duties. That's wild.
Yeah, and I think because of that though, I wasn't present in the form that I would be home, but my mind wasn't there.
Right.
And so the sacrifices my family took, forget the sacrifices I did, sacrifices Trisha and the kids did, so that I could pursue what I loved, was insane. And I think by me getting super sick and literally almost losing my life, like it snapped me out of it and was just like, I'm done. I can't do it. Yeah, I was just like, I can't do it anymore. I tried to pursue corporate settings. I just found that working for myself would be more beneficial for the kids. Now. Yeah. So it's
good for you, man.
I've been blessed enough to have like the help from friends and family and everyone to push forward and keep doing what we're doing and making it work. And it's been great. I've not regretted walking away from the kitchen in one bit. So I think, the advice would be, just, keep doing what you love. Keep doing what everyone out there. You find something you love, fucking do it. Don't hold back. Don't hold back. Go for it and go out there and get it, because no one's going to give it to you. No one's going to hand it to you. So, and then once you get it, just, don't burn out. Because once you burn out,
that's so easy to do, though, especially when it's something you love. It's so easy to burn out because you can just go. There's been times, bro, when I've been in the studio for 48 hours straight, and that's working on 2 bars to 1 song, where you're just stuck. Where I can't leave until I get this done. Right. I got 4 more to go. What do I got to do? And the wife would just come in here. She's super supportive. She'll bring in food, and I'm just like, no, just leave me alone. I can't eat. I'll eat when I'm done with all this shit. But yeah, it is really, really easy to overdo it. You need to find your pace. You need to kind of find a way to pace yourself for sure. Yeah. I the way I learned to kind of ease off on it is, as soon as I'm done, I'm done.
Right.
I'm done. Yeah. I used to as soon as I was done with the song, all right, next beat. What's my next song? Yeah. But now whenever I finish it, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna ride with this song for about 2 or 3 days, see how I like it. If I'll fuck with it later if I need to, but it's done. I wrote everything. I edited everything. It's done.
Yeah, and that's how it should be.
Yeah, exactly, man. So you were, what was it? Diabetic ketosis?
Yeah.
What led to that? Like, what were you doing? Was it bad diet? Was it just overworking yourself?
I think it was a bit of both. Mostly bad diet. Yeah, mostly bad diet. I always had the attitude growing up. People would tell me that shit too. I ate like crap in my 20s. Yeah. They would tell me, you're gonna get diabetes or you're gonna die. And my train of thought was, I'm gonna die happy.
Dude, that's
fucking me. Cheeseburger right here, bro.
That's me right now. That's me right now. Like, I'll be. You should have seen us. You should have seen us the other night. So we ate Popeye's chicken, the biscuits with Nutella. We ate. We had a whole bag of chips to ourselves. Probably threw down like 7 or 8 bottles of Dos Equis.
Dang.
And at the end of everything, right, I ate the last Nutella biscuit, and I was like, what the fuck, bro?
Felt like shit, huh?
I was like, that was nonsense food, bro. That was a waste of all of our time, man. Why did we just do that? But yeah, we definitely need to dial back. That's exactly what it was. It was stress eating. I definitely need to dial that back. And now, since it was Halloween, I got a bucket of candy in the front door, and obviously that's the first thing I do coming in and out of the house. You know what I mean?
Grab some, yeah.
Yeah, no one freaking decides to trick or treat on Halloween night. Bum ass kids. Whatever. Just because it was cold, you lazy bastards. It is. I'm just kidding. I love you kids. Come trick or treat next time. I'll have good food.
And biscuits.
And biscuits full of Nutella.
And Nutella.
Oh my gosh. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, please do follow your dreams. Continue what you're doing. And if there's anything else left to say, anything you got to do, I would like to thank you for stopping by.
Thank you for having me.
And this long, that long hour drive.
Yeah, gotta go back now to that. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. I love my kids and my wife.
No, but really, thank you so much for stopping by. That was really
fun.
Cool.
A lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Are we gonna see you here again? Are you gonna
for sure? For sure. I got so many stupid stories. I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, for sure. But yeah. Everyone out there, follow your dreams and do it.
Oh wait,
don't hesitate.
Before we go, you said you're working for yourself. Now, what do you do for yourself?
Shout out to myself and my business. I do lawn care service.
Okay, nice.
Seven Angels Lawn Care. And the goal there is to literally build the empire.
There you
to
go.
where it's cruise out and put it on my portfolio. I don't want to do it forever. Like when I was chefing, that's all I thought. I'm gonna do this forever till I die. Till I die with the knife in my hand. But it's built a foundation to where we don't worry as much.
Nice.
I'm there to pick up the kids. I'm at home for dinner. I rarely work Saturdays.
You live in a beautiful neighborhood, by the way.
Thank you.
Beautiful
I like my neighborhood. Yeah, it's nice.
Oh my
gosh.
Nice. He gave me his address to go. I had to drop some stuff off, and then I was looking around. I was like, okay, Uncle Chris be living in the hills in this bitch. This is nice.
Yeah,
like, I don't think I saw one story house in that whole neighborhood. I think it was all 2 stories. Beautiful, beautiful place.
Yeah, it's nice. Till you go 3 streets over.
That's all it ever takes,
it's
right?
Gangster. No, I'm just kidding.
That's all it ever takes.
Yeah, no, it's a good neighborhood.
But hey, one more time, I want to thank you again so much for stopping by. Shout out to your lawn care business, Seven
Angels Lawn Care.
7 Angels Lawn Care.
Because I got 7 kids, but thank you.
Oh, shout out to all my cousins. Much love out there. Yes. And I'm going to get them on here one of these days. One day I want to get your whole family on here, like a little Brady Bunch.
Bro, that would be so much fun.
Wouldn't that be
and
sick?
Loud.
That would be great. It's gonna be me and you talking right here, and then all the kids playing with their toys, and then 2 of them with their little little hand game stuff.
Ready up.
Well, anyways,
nice.
You guys, y'all take it easy. Uncle Chris, drive safe, and thank you again for stopping by.
Thank you for having me, brother. Love you.
Peace. Much love.